What would you be famous for one day? Did you ever think of that? Like, would you be famous for playing football? Would you be famous for being the best lawyer ever on the planet? Would you be famous for being the best singer? Would you be famous for being the best dancer? Would you be famous for being the best liar? Would you be famous for being the best creep? I really want to know, what would you be famous for? Would you be famous for being the best healer? Right? Like a doctor, a nurse, spiritual advisor, pastor, priest, or pope. What would you be famous for? I really want to know. You know what I would be famous for? I believe I would be famous for being the best lover on the planet. I'm famous for being the best healer on the planet. I'm famous for being the best friend on the planet. And the list goes on and on and on and on. You might not even want to be famous. You might just want to be famous for living under a rock. You might just want to be like out of the loop, out of the way. And I can sometimes relate because that's how I feel at times. I just want to be out of the loop and out of the way. I don't feel like being bothered a lot of the times, honestly. But you know what? You know what makes me famous? What makes me famous is how much I love the camera, baby. I just love the camera, baby. Like, I could literally be all by myself for days and days and weeks at a time and spend time with the camera and then hit post. I believe that's what makes me famous. Just being friends with myself. And me being friends with myself allows me to be the greatest friend to everyone else. So yeah, what would you be famous for? Would you be famous for being an astronaut? Would you be famous for being an inventor? Would you be famous for being the greatest veterinarian? All because you love it so much. I want to know. And you know what's so funny about fame? What I think is funny about fame is that people who are famous, they didn't even try to be famous. They got famous simply by having passion and love for something that it just radiated through and through. And those who just happen to have the chance to be around such organic, authentic passion gathered in simply because they have it too and attracted to that passion as if it was light. Like moths on a lamppost, and they kept gathering to just soak in all that passion and love that the person with such talent was sending out, and the passion and the love danced in harmony from all around, and boom, that's how they became famous. I believe we don't got to do too much to try to become famous now. We really don't. All we have to do is figure out what is the number one thing, or two or three things we love on this planet, and share it. It's that simple. Give it away. So yeah, what would you be famous for?